And there we go. Good morning, WPPL. This is Tele Tanker of the Black Pants Legion. Yours again, streaming and doing things in this weird and wonderful community TV we have going on at the moment. So, this one is a bit of impromptu, which is kind of becoming a theme, mainly due to um, the fact that I needed to come in very hard for this stream. So you guys are going to see and hear a lot of talking, but that is nothing new because, well, I'm not the most quiet offense, even if it is sort of my nationality thing. Let's take the gameplay sound out so you guys won't be interrupted too much while I do this. Yeah, so anyway, it's been a very interesting week. I hope it has been the same for you guys. And well, uh this is kind of a thing. I'm searching for a new format for this whole thing. I have opted to look for more forestry based maps in Farming Sim 22. However, that tends to be one of those things that, well, there are almost all of them are solo maps, and almost all of them are very much staged into the fact that you either play with obscene amount of money or obscene amount of time. So I'm trying to figure out what I can do and how I can spread these things aloud. But we'll see that how that goes in the future. For now, you will see me delving into this wonderful active screensaver that is old school RuneScape because, well, again, it's a comfort game and it keeps my simple monkeys inside my brain happy because they have something to do and hold my concentration. Because some of you might know that I'm studying, I'm doing stuff, so it's there to comfort me during my lectures and during my times I have to be at the computer and rattle this voice box of mine. Like, fortunately, there we go, hydrating. I can like keep using my voice. I don't have anything fighting against me when it comes to that, but uh, it's still a thing that is and can be a bit of a challenge, especially as I have found myself doing like voice work a lot more often because I actually have to talk to people outside this internet space I've been having. So there is that. And yeah, this is a bit of an impromptu, so like bear in mind there are now 8 people on the stream. That's a surprise because like I'm running at obscenely like awkward time for people because most of them are in bed by now, like who usually lurk in the Legion, and Australia is not probably back from work, I think, or is just coming back from work. So this is Eurotrash prime time. This is my comfort zone existent because this is where I can reliably stream. But anyway, I'm happy for those people that pop on. Like there's not necessarily a lot of you, but we'll just go with that. Like the average is what it is, and definitely I want to play some content here that is probably more interactive, which actually would mean that let's see what I can do to rectify this thing. Uh, 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 uh. Oh yeah, and my bank's a mess. Please don't mind. Sorry, my great guardian dog is noticing that there's people walking. his his 4.5 kilos of fearful uh, fearful dog who will, despite his fears, keep me safe. He will keep me safe from all the evil things in the world. Yeah. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Yo. Let's see where they're going. Let's go find the minigame. Let's go find the minigame. Let's give us a little bit of voice, and let's give us a nice and helpful yes. We have the plucking for temperas. And we'll just go with that. So let me just figure out this interface. For the amount of time I've played in this game, like I noticed that yeah, some of the things are less than interactive. Oh, there's not ah sorry, I'm having a brain scatter here. This is what you get coming in hot. Let's wrap the ring because it is what it is. Ah, no, let's not stay inside the fence. And let's switch the clan off. Because I want to be a lurker that I am at my heart. Anyway, I hope you guys are doing well despite the odd hours. Some of you are probably coming back from a graveyard shift, or some of you are just running the completely opposite schedule, which is fine. Like, we tend to gather everything, and well, lately there's been like I would say a really nice spread with streams. There's some nice games coming out. Like I see some of the people have been really excited for like Hades 2 and things like that because well, those games like are flashy and all that, but some of them are really done so well. Like I'm not so much an archetype of playing something like Hades myself, but I enjoy immensely watch it being played, which is like again like I enjoy watching a lot of streams during like my time when I need to do school or I need to process brass or I need to do whatever. So just double checking that I remember. So the like when I look at the mini game, like yeah, there's a lot of strategy guys out there how to make this thing because for those that you don't know, old school RuneScape is definitely a game that will like people will try to min max. And I get it, like it's long and repetitive, and if you don't like some gameplay features, well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. This game can be a grind. It is like Korea levels of grind. Because, well, this is apparently what some people enjoy. Like, I think especially with old school RuneScape, it's definitely something that people have played like, you know, thousands of hours over the years. So yeah, it's for some people it's the game that keeps on giving, and there's not any game unlike it. Some people just, you know, just like it repetitive like nature, and they have like 4 max characters because Monkey Brain uh, gives you a lot of like dopamine when you do things right in this game. Because even though some of these active mini games, well, they are something that I would dare to say like repetitive as well, and they are not really active because again, RuneScape exists on tech-based systems, so there's only so much you can do to, you know, make things go in a very specific way. And there's for a lot of things, there's a lot of like stuff that will show what do you need to do next, what you need to do when the next loop comes. Like you can get away with very casual type of gameplay, which is something that I personally really like. But there is also the expansion for high intensity gameplay, which is again something that can get you hooked. Hi Jason, good morning. It's good to see people out from US as well. So let's see. Like I'm just picking up the pieces when it comes to RuneScape mini games. So I'm not sure how well I will do. Yeah, to be fair, like Jason, like it's definitely something that will like you know, hook you in. Like it will be something that you will gobble up the bait. Uh, you will gobble up everything like that has to do with this game, and this is more or less the only game you play, and you just take breaks from it. However, at the same vein of thought, it can be something that, you know, is not going to keep you occupied for very long. Because again, the nature of this game is to be very repetitive. Like there's just no way around it. and some people like that. Like we all know that like those gameplay loops are something that people either hate or they will love them. And that's something that some games, especially in the current world, they either get very right or they just completely miss the point. Like a lot of action games don't get these things right, in my opinion. Like if especially when you have something like a third-person action game, if the gameplay does not feel right, there's millions of other games that do them better. And that's something like I have seen even big developers like miss. Why isn't our game popular? Well, like your mechanics don't actually breed longevity for the game because, well, it's quite important. It's quite important. And now I'm basically putting out fires. Luckily, not in chat, but okay, let's let the waves clear those fires as long as I can keep fishing. And there we go. Hopefully I make it. I did. Yes. Yeah, this minigame is one of those things that you either get the complete rhythm of it or you don't. And I'm struggling very much at the moment, especially considering how simple it is. Oh well. And I need to get more water to put out the fires. Because otherwise I cannot get to the... I cannot get to the place I need to load the fishes to the cannon. Which is less than optimal. Let's just put it like that. Oh no, another storm. And for those of people that wonder why I'm running all over the place in this game, is that some of these fishing points give out double fish, so there's potential for me to get more of these food fish that give me more damage when I load them to the cannon, because of course. Let's see how I'm doing, how much I'm lacking. I think I should put into the mode I can damage him on. So it seems... Yes, I managed to count, which is good. It's always good to know that I can count with my fingers. I know I have calculators in here and stuff like that, but still, there's, even for such a simple game, there's definitely like things to grab your head around, and it's a learning process, and I think that's what a lot of people like as well. Like when they do high level content, like this is obviously nothing compared to what the high level PVM stuff has. This is basically a glorified skilling mini game, which is again that I don't mind. I do generally think this is yeah, this is a nice game. But like I'm sticking to my level for now. I, like, for example, I for those people that know this game, I haven't even ever done barrows. I did it when I was playing it the actual old school time, but I haven't played it like since then. There's the net, and now we can see if we got anything. Because obviously for the rewards you need to have an RNG mechanic. Because why not? And yes, I would be able to do this faster, just bear with me. And let's raise those there. Because, again, you can optimize this game. And you can optimize this game a lot. Which is both a blessing and a curse. But I tell you this, as with every game, just play it the way you want. And if you find something that interests you very much in this game, just do it at your own pace and keep at it. Like there's supposedly the new skill coming out in some point, but I would dare to say that it's still a good while away. I would expect that the sailing should maybe appear somewhere next year, and there's so much in this game you probably have difficulty choosing what do you want to do. Which is again one of those things that will either like throw you in or will keep you out. Like I have to say personally, I liked playing Warframe a lot. Like when it was within my means to play it a lot about 2 to 3 years ago. But now I just look at the game and go like, I have so many things to catch up, and it's going to be more of the same. Like, don't get me wrong, the gameplay loop is quite nice for third-person action RPG. I really think Warframe does a lot of things right. It's just that I have maybe had too much of that jam because. Okay, I actually tried to look at Steam how much I have in that game. Let's tether us to the totem so we don't die horribly in this game though. So Warframe. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I have close to 1,500 hours on that game. So yeah. uh, maybe that's a bit too much. For better or for worse. So I guess you could say that I have gotten my money's worth, considering that I actually didn't pay a single dime for the stuff I have on that game because I've never been the guy for cosmetics. But that's just me. And I really get some people like them, but it's again one of those uh, monetization things where people will either like they will allow it, like with Path of Exile, because that game basically for monetization has like um, the bank tabs and cosmetics, and that's it. They are not making anything like in a gameplay price. Um, like old school RuneScape is, well, it's definitely a game where yeah, like the only thing that is monetized in this one is the bond that you can buy to sell for gold that other people can use for membership. but that's pretty much it. Uh, the previous owners tried to make some more highly aggressive monetization games decisions they made for RuneScape 3. So yeah, there's that. There we go. But yeah, the community revolted, and I tend to add like Leathermaker. I tend to agree on you that like it's shame when there's cash only mechs. I have played maybe 50 to 100 hours of MechWarrior Online, so I'm not very knowledgeable on it, and I can see where you know because it has the quick base system. I can definitely see where not able to own a specific mech can make some of your gameplay based decisions more limited, especially when you want to build up decks or you really want to play with specific style of mechs, which is not available uh, apart from those cash only mechs. So yeah, there's that. However, there's so many mechs on that game. Like I have to say, there's a lot of mechs on that game. So there's an argument to be made. Um, how much it matters. Um, I do agree that it matters, especially to a point, and to point out the fact that they have to get the money from somewhere. I'm not saying that. It's just that well, um, it's not insignificant significant amount of money, and when you are putting something that will potentially give you a gameplay advantage behind a paywall, it's always a bit of especially well, some people say that okay, you can just play like something like MechWarrior Online casually when it's almost completely a PvP based game. I somewhat tend to disagree. There's always going to be a competitive element. You can stomach a lot of stuff, for example, in Warframe, because even though some people will point out there's some PvP in that game, uh, yeah, but maybe 1 promille of people, so 1,000% people play that. So how much you want to base every gameplay ordering decision to that? I don't know. Personally, I would not. Yeah, and that's the thing. Just to comment on changing, it's when like obviously I wish that most game developers can keep the lights on. It's not something that you can take for granted, especially at this day and age, because well, stuff's hard. Like everyone knows that. So and it is what it is regards to that. But some people, when the game goes popular, they will just start milking every nickel and dime out of their player base, and especially those people that have fear of missing out. They will milk those people dry, and they will then ask for more and say, "Oh, you spent all this money. Uh, good. Now we have this thing. Uh, keep." And then they go keep spending the money, or this thing will go away forever, and you cannot ever get it. And again, we are talking um, cosmetics for video game. So I don't think those parts of the industry are very healthy when it comes to that. And okay, this is going to be a bit of like uh, old man yelling at the cloud thing. um, that my pet peeve when it comes to like locking essential gameplay features behind like a paywall is actually Elder Scrolls Online. And like I put it this way, I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, but I would basically uh, pay to have something that is called the craftback in that game. Craftback in that game allows you to store pretty much all the resources you can gather, up to 200 units of them. So they don't take space in your bank, they don't take space in your inventory while you go about in the world. And for a loot goblin like me, you can probably understand why that is such a big thing. Even if it is only to save up bank space. Like, I would literally be such a simp that if it would be separately bought with the in game cash shop, I would buy it. But no, it's an essential gameplay feature for me that you can only have by subscribing. Otherwise, you cannot use the craftback. Uh, and, well, it's their decision. I just say this personally. Because they are doing it like that, it immediately turns it to a value proposition. I'm thrifty by nature, but because that, in my mind, basic gameplay feature is locked behind a paywall, uh, I'm not going to play the game at all. I'm not going to subject myself on to like paying for something that I will occasionally uh, play just that I can have like a basic feature, like because we all know that it's so easy to leave that subscription running that it's not even funny. And probably most of us have an experience of do that they have forgotten that, like, you know, a subscription exists and then it just keeps going for months on end. For some people it's the uh, gym membership where they keep like they think that they will go there despite the live, like you know, playing tricks on them. For some people it's like the million streaming services. Uh, don't worry, Skeldar, like it's like uh, like I can raise my hand and say it has happened to all of us. It's just that I like to. It's not a PSA. I'm not trying to call people out. I'm just saying that this can happen, and this is why I'm cautious of them from a personal experience by nature. And also, maybe if you think you have like some subscriptions you could do without running, uh, maybe cancel them and, you know, use the money for charity, use the money for good. Heck, treat yourself a burger with that money you saved from not running it for like a couple of months. You deserve it. Everyone needs a burger. And it's like, and it's not even like, well, like, if burgers not your thing or whatever, like, just, you know, a bit more money to savings or whatever. Like, it's always a thing to consider. Because it's your hard earned money. Or even if you don't think you earn it, well, it's yours to spend how you like. I'm not here to judge, but maybe, just maybe not, you know, um, contribute to services you are not using because that multi-billion-dollar corporation is, well, let's say that they are less appreciative of your money than something else. And also, like, there are better value propositions out there that streaming services you kind of forget that exist. Because, money and value and all that jazz. But anyway, that's enough of that. Like, again, sorry folks, this was my old man yelling at the cloud piece. Mainly to, you know, just to bring out some points. Fire, fire, fire. Now I need to tie myself to the mast. Yeah. But no, let me say it this way: even if like microtransactions are your thing, like I'm I'm not here to judge as long as they are cosmetic. And there's like if it's gameplay and it's something like let's say a PvE game, uh, there's case and point to be made for the fact that like what is frowned upon and what is not. Oh, let's try to get here so I don't burn. Sorry, I keep getting distracted by gameplay. Oh, how dare me. Some extra points from there. Yeah, I'm slowly getting to the point where I could do 3 rounds, but I need to make sure that I can count before I try doing that, because this is one of those that if I get that thing wrong, I'm going to lose, and I'm not getting any of those. I want cheat tickets to see if I get something fancy, because that is the nature of this game. But it's not that you will lose, but still, losing is not optimal. Let's see if anything comes out of this. Well, nothing rare yet. Not exactly a surprise, because okay, this is one story for me. Like I think like whoever designed me in the character system probably like left out a bit of like you know locked, or they chose a trait or something else that basically makes me one of those people that are, how to say this, okay, I have had my ups and downs. I'm not like down on my luck. I could have definitely done without some of the life experiences and all that. But I tend to be one of those people that suffer for something that is called a bad RNG, and I mean this when I say it. Like, I'm always the guy that seems to run dry on like all the chance-based mechanics, or when I get something really rare, it's usually at the point where it does not matter. And then like yeah, and it's in a point that does not matter at all. So yeah, again, like it is what it is. Yeah, Jason, that is very much true. Like I think, but anyway, what can I say? I still like taking my chances. But yeah, there's a reason why. Like, if I play, for example, something like Gunfire Reborn, there's a reason why I like pure damage weapons, because they are consistent. Don't get me wrong, those chances for something to proc or like critical chances, yeah, they are definitely nice, and just by gun shoots a lot in that game, uh, by virtue of just the mass of chances you take, you are bound to luck out in some point. But it just usually is at the point where it does matter. So you 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 get the really great hits at the mobs, and when you are trying to kill a boss, it's like your South American like uh, house taker going like, no, no, it's not your luck today, no. I like, or however you want to like imagine, like you know the cosmic sound inside your head telling you, not today, buddy, not today. Yeah, and it usually happens at the boss in a spot where you could have survived. So yeah, uh, it is what it is. But yeah, like RuneScape has a lot of RNG, and like I call when people like have mapped out the chances, or the devs have told them the ratios of how something drops. Like I, this is my way of describing that. The way I describe it is that by looking at all the RNG drop values, people have mapped out depression. That's something I really think it is, because like you know that it was within your chance to get that rare drop. It's just that chance was that was like 300 kills ago from this one monster. And I know that like when you have a chance based system, it's like more complicated than that, but it definitely feels that I got the wrong end of the stick. I definitely got the wrong end of the stick when it came to this thing. But anyway, that's how it is. You keep running despite that. And I think that's generally a good like value proposition to take in your life. You need to keep trying your best with the things you enjoy, whether it's an upskin active screensaver like the one you are seeing on stream right now, or it's something else. You keep it. Need to keep trying your best, and yeah. Yeah, that's yeah, let me make it. That's definitely a way to look at it. Um, well, personally, like I would not. Uh, yeah, it can lead to this depression for some people, but then again, it's the like all the games are like even if they are not gamified, what some people nowadays like to call like all the game mechanics that involve are like RPGs. Even if you don't uh, particularly design your game around the fact that like people will keep playing it, and you want to maximize the time they're playing it. Uh, Good games for us gamers tend to do that regardless. So there's that, but there's also the dark side of like how people get addicted on these things. And RuneScape, I have to say this: there's some decently nice people in the community, from what I know, and I'm in a clan, but I'm more of a lurking kind. There's definitely some nice people, but this is the type of game where people spend similar and um, not well, they spend similar amounts of time on this game than most people uh, do at their jobs. Like, because this is an active screensaver, I do know. Okay, like as I said to myself, I'm playing it when I'm processing brass, or I'm like looking to a lecture. Like there's low level activity things in this game you can do like that, but like I do also know an insignificant number of people that play this game as their job. They play this game like 10 hours a day, and yeah, it's when any sort of gaming goes into that level, I'm not sure if it's entirely healthy. You can argue that it's up to people to decide, but again, like for some people, it's definitely like RuneScape is a lifestyle, as weird as that sounds, and yeah, like doing anything in that demands like massive amounts of time, you can form a very unhealthy relationship with that thing. Because like again, I have taken this approach when it comes to games. They are nice, just like okay, RuneScape is maybe an exception for me, but anyway, games in general are treated more like a dessert. Like there are times in your life that you can keep enjoying cake or whatever is your desired form of like food pleasure and cravings, because well, like if you are an active person in your 20s, uh, you can probably look away uh, from from your caloric intake compared to when you are approaching 40, and probably staring at that same food that you could uh, enjoy without moderation. Uh, well, yeah, it will make you fat. So games are like that. There is time and place to enjoy them, like in a way that you can play for insane amounts. And obviously, this is considering that it's not your job, you are not streaming or anything like that. But I think games should be treated like a dessert. You should enjoy them with moderation. You should enjoy them as long as you keep enjoying them and they are not hindering other parts of your life. And this is not the spiel to, saying, oh, you should have go and have a job. You should go have and this. Otherwise, blah 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 blah. Like this is not that speech. This is just like there are lot of things in life away from computers and consoles that will make you appreciate the time you play a lot more. Whether that's a hobby, whether that's exercising, whether it's just, going out and touching grass as much as people keep, you know, using that um, reference a lot lately. And it's not untrue to an extent. Obviously, it tends to simplify a lot of things, but I know. Like, I just think everyone should try their best outside this weird and wonderful world of, like, you know, PC games or console games and whatever. Like, I find immense joy in my crafting hobbies. I like immense joy doing the man-child stuff with uh, guns and ammunition and all that. I I like those things enjoyable, so I keep doing them. And as simple as that sounds, that's pretty much it. That's my thing. And after a long day of like working, doing forestry or doing stuff outside, uh, coming home, uh, spending some time with the spouse, doing dinner, doing all that. That half an hour to an hour of gaming I can do at that time without interruption is probably one of the best feelings in regards to games I can have as an adult. And but that's how it is for me. I'm not sure how it is for you guys because not everyone is built the same. Some people can still keep playing like for tens of hours uh, in one sitting. I personally cannot. Like, I have tried it a couple times lately. That there are those games that could throw me in. But my limit and my comfortable limit is maybe at 3 to 4 hours. Like, I cannot sit down and play a game for 10 hours in a row like I used to in my early 20s, but not anymore. For those that do wonder, like, I turned 36 on last week's Monday, so not too long ago. It's not a secret date, so I can say it loud. Yeah, happy belated wait, thank you, letter maker. So no, like it's I enjoy the uh point of life I am, and I just like oh, I'm out of water. Sorry. Um, yeah. So I I enjoy those parts I can in my current life and acknowledge that there's uh, trials and tribulations when it comes to this stuff. Like I'm not getting any younger, and the, that is something that you need to do your best with. And well, you deal with it. You move on. You keep stuff rolling to the best of your ability and keep on trucking. And I'm this casual gamer, and I'm perfectly fine with that. Or so I claim, because I'm I'm the one soapboxing here on community TV. Wah wah wah. And I'm doing a stretch because I can. Uh, by the way, by now I hope all of you have seen Lady in Red's like drawing that she did that they did for WPPL. That piece of art was even more better than I expected it to be. So it was generally nice to see again traditional art, like and that's what makes me happy. Like seeing someone's pain of creation producing fruits of their labor. Oh, Sashwas, happy birthday! You survived another year around the globe, and now you can make it an everyone problem. oh, oh, however you want to. uh, like think about it. Like I'm a person that is quite set on my ways, but I'm not no stranger on like causing shenanigans, and I really do like shit posting, which and I think you have seen the Reds art piece and some of the decals they made. Those are really nice. Um, Also, something that is like I need to go through my bank. Okay, let's not look at it for now. Something that was also really nice is that I follow some of the battle the creators, which is uh, probably not surprising considering the platform I on, and that I basically have uh Firestarter with Pit Viper cockpit as my profile picture. Um, so yeah, no surprise there. Uh, I have to say though, when it comes to shit posting, Big Red 40 due to the threads and whatnot of the community and losing a bit, commissioned an art for shirtless Alaric. Um, it's in he's a character in one of the recent BattleTech lore things coming out. So that shirtless Alaric was commissioned and presented, and also they 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 did a short audio novel um, to commemorate that. So that's now on everyone's problem. If you guys haven't looked at the art or even tried to listening to that video of his, I would highly suggest that you go and have a look because it's I enjoy that as a shit post. I really do because uh, yeah, I like when people don't take like law too seriously and take and like meme about the events and characters in the world. Like that's always been my jam, and I really like people doing that in BattleTech. I like the universe even as a more like serious interpretation of it, but I also really enjoy people making stuff like that. And obviously, like I have, I, I have thrown shade at Big Red about it once or twice because he uh, basically let that Pandora's box open, and now they're out in the wild for community. So when people like use YouTube to make BattleTech like mixes, uh, YouTube will throw a video like that in, and they're just going to listen like, okay, here's a hunchback, it has this, blah blah blah, and then you have the shirtless Alaric video coming up in the queue. It's going to be. I'm not going to spoil it, if it can be spoiled at this point, but it's like if some of you don't like the type of writing it has, um, there are there is a publisher that is called Harlequin Publishing. Uh, it's a type of publisher that does spicy-ish romantic novels for older people. So their bracket is usually women in their 40s to 60s. That's kind of an like that is the kind of like audience that they strive to get to buy their books. Uh, I think uh, a lot of people used to see them a lot more like in 90s, early 2000s. Usually a book or two stuck in their mother's like bookshelf or bookcase or whatever. So it's a short novel done like that, and now it's an everyone problem. So I think you guys should go and see it out because it's always good to meme. And now I'm putting out files again. Not in stream this time. And again, like thank you guys for interacting. Like it's definitely like it's one of those times where it's like quite challenging to stream, and I'm still finding my way around things. So it's good to get some genuine interaction. But yeah, fishing. The fishing spot keeps making when I blink my eyes, and I'm like, am I just clicking it wrong, or like does it keep changing? Sometimes it's a bit hard to keep focus when you have something like a 2 hour stream, and there's definitely better streamers than me in this community TV. Uh, Thank you, Itamo, for uh, like redeeming that. I'll give my eyes a couple of blinks and probably some eye drops when I finish the stream. So thank you for that. I will actually probably hold a very short break. Uh, oh, I need to start the thing. I probably did. I either. Yeah, there we go. I timed that wrong. uh, yeah. Oh, well, that's the first loss of the stream. Whoop. That happens. That happens. Um, yeah, I timed that last bit of fishing wrong. Yeah, Jason, like, just, yeah. Welcome to the shenanigans. I have the advantage of being, like, finished, so, like, it's actually 24 minutes past, 11 a.m. for me. Uh, I have been up since 6 a.m., however, because I needed to take my spouse to work and help my father-in-law because, yeah, he's very active, but he starts to be at the age that he needs help. He doesn't necessarily want to admit that, and there's still some family members that he has, especially for my spouse's side, obviously, that don't fully grasp the fact that you really do need, because he's so active, you need to keep watch that he is eating and drinking consistently, because if you shove him task like you used to or ask him to help, it's very easy for him to, you know, forget to do the basic things. And because the like due to a lot of things, like he does not have any long-term illnesses or anything like that, apart from that he has a slightly challenged nutrient absorption to like his stomach lining being damaged. So again, it's very important for him to eat consistently. And when you keep shoving him tasks like you used to, it's easy for him to overwork himself and keep going until the exhaustion uh, that is caused by not sleeping properly, not eating, or like drinking properly. So, yeah, there's that. And it's something that everyone involved needs to acknowledge. Yeah, and Itamu, that's definitely fair. Like it's not something that is unique to older people or elders in general. Uh, it's just that it's good to acknowledge that it's there because yeah, like uh, like people in the 20s or even at their 40s can at least somewhat bounce back when they faint due to exhaustion. When you are 76, it's slightly different. Unfortunately, when it comes to that, even if you're in a great shape, uh, that that thing can really make a number on you, and like really consistency is a lot more important at age when you are taking care of yourself than it was when you were 20. You can get away with some stuff for a very long time, but in some point it will catch up on you, or you keep making these unfortunate things and tempting fate. Because, well, that's generally what people do. And but again, as long as it is, and it's again, it's individual choices. I'm not saying that. I say that, for example, in his case, it's more in a way that like it's very easy for him to let other people burden him. So something like this happens, and that's something that I think he should be more watchful of. Or I need to, you know, use crayons and bit of paper to explain to other people around him that, yeah, you should make sure that he does these things like you do, or I hope you do. And obviously, I'm not his assigned caretaker or anything like that, but at the times it feels that it would probably make things easy because by by pure convenience of life situation, I'm the one that is able to watch over him like really easily, and I try by every day at least a couple times due to like stuff, but it just that I don't want to take on the full responsibility due to my other commitments. The fortune there is that between the age of like my parents and my spouse's parents, there is roughly 10 years. So hopefully that will mean that, you know, when my parents start needing help, my um, father-in-law, as much as is grim to say, is either being caretaken like full time by some other people that are very good at their job, and he has like different living arrangements, and we have time to arrange them, or there's no need for that anymore. Because also this is the type of thing that that some people are like that. Like my father-in-law is definitely not the person that will, you know, uh, if he has to spend any more time than he really needs, like resting, or just watching TV for a couple hours or something like that, unless he is exhausted beyond his limit to do something, he will not do it. He will keep on trucking. So committing him to like something like full-time hospice care, where he just needs to, be in the bed. Uh, yeah, maybe not. Thank you for the follow. Uh, Lixir. Maybe I got the thing right. I'm really bad with like some names, so sorry for that. I will just call you Flick. So thank you for the follow, Flick. But now after this stream of Temperas, well, where I only do phase 3, I will have to look quickly what is there to come. I think there are some other people coming online from our wonderful group of variety streamers that we have gathered into this channel that is like a community TV. But that's for me to figure out in a second. So let's have a look. See. I need to complete those things there. Let's see. Schedule. Oh, I would actually have. Yeah, okay. It's Nev is going to be the next one. That's going to be like. When I'm finished, it's going to be about 8 hours from there. So there's going to be a long break there in between. So no Stuka this time. But I'll stick to my length of about 1 hour and 45 minutes. Just purely due to the fact that like this is what I feel comfortable for now. And I'll just start slowly increasing from there if there's time and place and other commitments permit me to do that. So far, I haven't seen many people being. Sorry for that sound. That was my idle timer in RuneScape because if I do again some of the other stuff, well, it's easier for me to keep track on things when there's a voice notification when I go idle. So that's my excuse. So yeah, we are going to run for I think 1 or 2 games of Temperas, and then this is going to be it. This is my spiel for this week, and I'll figure out all the things for the forestry streaming farming sim, or I keep continuing my casual in Gielinor streams. So people get to watch a screensaver when they do stuff late at night and listen to me soapboxing. If you guys have any suggestions on things you want me to try or things you would like to see in Farming Sim, you can always let me know. I try to do my best to respond, and I can do usually a bit of that each time because I'm slowly getting the hang of things until I'm not getting the hang of things. But I will face those challenges when they appear. So I'll just quickly spy what's going on in the Ivory Tower. Nothing that I should be aware of for regarding the stream or anything else. Hopefully I haven't caused too much of the Twitch censorship to go on overdrive because I like using specific phrases. But I'll face that if it comes to that. I know, like, you can curse on most streams, it's just that you need to label it properly and not be explicit. Like, some people will use those words as a comma. I'm not usually that level when it comes to swearing, but, you know, it's each to their own. I just think it's good to be mindful, because the good thing that actually comes from you not cursing very often or swearing a lot is that when you do it, it actually carries some weight behind you using those words. Because again, I generally think if you use them too much, they become like commas. Like some people will look at you and go, "Oh, you are just running your mouth," because you can say the F word, or you can say some of the other spicy things, and you say them a lot. There we go. Yeah, I'm not playing like I could have used more time to like fish. Like I can now do these comfortably in a way that I will, you know, kill the Tempras in 2 damage phases. I should move for the one that is um that's where I go through one additional phase. However, that is something that I really need to be mindful when it comes to that, so I can get it done right and I can get it done consistently, because it's one of those, like, it's not it's not so much like, it's not like very sweaty gameplay even like that. It's just that you still need to get the timing right, and that's one of those things, because that storm intensity thing there keeps ticking away, and uh, like, you need to have some stuff ready if you plan to extend that wave, because otherwise, well, you will lose the game. That's how simple that is, more or less. But yeah, if nothing else, I will find another mini game for us to play, so we can get a little bit more variety. But we'll see how that goes. I can do maybe one more fish while I wait. Oh, I should have water in the buckets. Because, like, again, when you do the additional wave, it can be something like this. You only need a couple of mistakes for you to start running very tight on, like, the limits that you can operate within. Because once I get these things cooked, I need to go there and repair the mast and fire the cannons and kill him once and for all. And now I should have ample time and ammunition to do that, which is good. And that's a level up notification. More dopamine. And I think, yeah, I was thinking that that will happen. So it's a good thing I repaired that mast. Otherwise, I would have been in trouble. But yeah, if you ever plan to get on this game, like, be very acknowledging that it can be time commitment. I think RuneScape is best when you play it in a casual way, but not all people can. And if they cannot, it's well, if they want to play it very actively, it's their decision. It's a large commitment if you want to max this game. It's yeah, it's thousands of hours. So let's see if I got lucky or I did not. Probably not. I did not. They keep throwing a lot of treasure boxes away, however, but that's the thing. Where does the gold in the monster come from? Anyway, yeah, this is my spiel for today. Thank you guys for sticking around. You will see more stuff from us in the evening. So this has been Tele Tanker for the first stream in casual in Gielinor. And I'll hope to see you guys next time. Have a good one and take care.